We left off at the end of Acts 27 with Paul being shipwrecked at the island of Malta. Then they knew that the island was called Malta, and the barbarous people showed us no little kindness, for they kindled a fire and received us, every one, because of the present rain and because of the cold. And when Paul had gathered a bundle of sticks and laid them on the fire, there came a viper out of the heat and fastened on his. But I think that there's also some very not so subtle symbolism in this viper biting Paul. And as we left off yesterday in Acts 27, about how there is a theory that maybe Satan had conjured up the storm to try to kill Paul on his way to Rome. Christ himself made mention of how and command that Paul was going to be sent to Rome. It's not out of the realm of possibility to think that he is well within Satan's target. And now we see this serpent, this viper, biting him, a creature so venomous. This upon the warmth of the fire, being benumbed with the cold and now refreshed, began to stir itself. But it fastens onto his hand. Very, very deadly, these vipers, as it is used to do when it bites. God, by this miracle, prepares this people not only to be civil and courteous unto Paul, but to believe the gospel which he preached wheresoever he went. And this wonderful work of God was, as God sealed to his ministry, to show his authority to be from him. This was promised by Christ before his ascension to his disciples, the early church. Behold, he said, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. When the barbarians saw the venomous beast hang on his hand, they said among themselves, No doubt this man is a murderer, whom, though he hath escaped the sea, yet vengeance suffereth not to live. Paul shook off the beast into the fire and felt no harm. Yeah, this serpent, it did indeed bite Paul. It did indeed injure him, but it's the one that gets tossed into the flame and perishes. Howbeit they looked when he should have swollen or fallen down dead suddenly, but after they had looked a great while and saw no harm come to him, they changed their minds and said that he was a god. This may be a proper illustration of the nation's knowledge of God mingled with ignorance of his person, just as the Athenians' acknowledgement of the unknown God was a true showing of people's awareness throughout history by creation, the existence of the true divinity.